Yo. Um, I had a thought just then because I was kind of in this predicament last on Tuesday actually. I saw Across the Spider-Verse because I was at uni all day and so it surprised me to go to the cinema. So like my body function was a little bit fucked. So like in the middle of the movie, I need to go to the bathroom, right? And usually in movies that are only 2.5 hours, I can easily watch it. Um, but due to me being really fucking thirsty, I fucking devoured the drink I had. Because I was at uni. I was contemplating pissing in the large cup, right? I didn't do it, so I was contemplating. Because usually when you watch movies, and when you think about you need to piss, you need to piss more. However, for me, it grew like that within like the span of 10 minutes. So when they were in Mumbattan or whatever it is, like legit right before he saves Singh, like that pivotal moment in the movie, I didn't get to see that. I was like, I need to piss. So I contemplated doing that, and I was like, if you can do it, feel like you need to do it, why not? The cups are large enough. I looked it up, no one talks about it. So I'm like, if it's like a movie that's like an endgame length level movie, like even the movies that are 3 hours, just like I like there's only been two movies ever I needed to leave the cinemas. First was the Batman, then it was Across the Spider Verse. But the Batman was, and because of the Batman, I've never like I always hold out drinking my drinks. I always devour the popcorn first, then slowly but surely drink my drink. Um, but um, and then with Fast and Furious the next day we didn't have anything. But that's the thing. I ate the popcorn slowly but surely over the span of the 2 hours. Um, then just drink to ease the like saltiness on your the lips and tongue. But if you need a piss and you don't want to miss the movie, and you know there's at least an hour left, you can't hold it in, you know? So, like, if you're in an empty theater, why not do it? You know? But then, like, sure, you realize that if you do it, you may overfill it because of the fact that bladder holds a lot of fluid. Because I remember there was a time where I pissed in a beer can, a beer bottle, kind of overflew it. But, and again, I don't know. It's just like, maybe if everyone does it, it's a little bit weird, but then again, like, if you're in an empty theater and you're the only one there, it's like wanting to pause a movie to take a piss. There's been a couple times in this endeavor watching a movie every night where I needed to actually pause the film to go to take a piss. One of the ones I remember vividly was Age of Extinction, because that was just, and that was ages ago. That was like nearly over a year ago now. Anyways, we watched a movie last night, and it's a movie I never knew existed. Apparently, it was made for Netflix, but I didn't watch it on Netflix. I watched it on Binge, which is weird. But it's called Blade of the 47 Ronin. And I'm like, okay, it's about the swords that are given to the 47 Ronin um, due to Kai because they're demon powered swords, whatever, and like once slight strike can cut through anything. Um, but nah, no, it's a blade. It's about the warrior blade and the witch blade, and they're owned by the last since all the 47 Ronin descendants have been slain, but one is left, and they can wield it to defeat the great power from olden times. I'm like, hang on. This is not related to 47 Ronin at all. Not even the idea of the 47 fucking Ronin. You know, like, it's set in modern day time. If you were to watch this movie and not even reference the 47 Ronin or Kai or anything, you would suspect it's just a random fight movie. And you'd be correct, because this movie is nothing like its predecessor. Like, if I watched it back to back properly, like one night, one movie, the other night, the next, I would be like, hang on, how is this a sequel? But since I watched it the day, like I had a day in between, I kind of was like, it makes sense, kind of makes sense. But then you realize, no, they're completely different fucking movies. They named up the 47 Ronin. Apparently Anna Arcana is the last descendant, but they find out she's actually a witch and does this. This is how you use your powers as a witch, apparently. But the dude that's in John Wick 3's in it, which is pretty cool. And other than that, there's no familiar actors. Besides that one Asian dude, Rio. He looked familiar, but I don't know what he was in. But, like, what's weird is that the choreo was cool. I like the fight scenes and the blood splatter, but it was obvious CG for the fucking blood, which is so weird. Use practical effects for blood. It's easy as, get fake bags. Bang, done. Then you CG blood in for the neck shit. Like, why do that? That's so weird. And apparently, and watching this, I saw the beginning of the movie and it said edited by Chuck Norris. Hang on. What? Then I looked it up. Apparently it's a dude called Charles, not Chuck. And like, it would have been so fucking funny if it was the real Chuck Norris being the editor for this fucking movie. Crazy. But like, the acting was here and there, especially from the main actor. The supporting actors were actually pretty cool. Rio's acting was cool, but it's just Anna Arcana, she was too forced. I don't know why. I do not like when actors put themselves into their characters to the point they're not acting anymore. They're just saying words and acting like, oh hey, if this was me in real life having this was what the character will be. That doesn't work. You can argue, but Ryan Reynolds does that. Ryan Reynolds is a persona. We see his persona, but Anna Arcana, that's her as a being. We've seen her from Ray William Johnson. She acts like that, and it just doesn't work well in this modern day samurai world. And also, apparently, like, being a samurai or holding a sword, like, in Japan or whatever, is like highly illegal now, and like the samurai are no more. But in this movie they say that the samurai are there in complete secrecy. Okay, that sounds cool. But when they're traveling one place to another, they have those fucking swords out with them. Not even in the holsters, they just hold it. I'm like, hang on, how can you be in secret but you just hold your weapons? And when you're at a nightclub, your sword's just in your fucking shoulder. Sure, there's a costume party for one of them, makes sense, but the other ones, nah, it doesn't. Also, the audio levels fucking pissed me off. Like, I don't know if it was from the boom mic or what, but there's this fight scene between the three girls that are part of the clan, um, the two girls that are fighting, the audio's good, but the chick who isn't fighting, her audio is turned down. Like, hang on, what? I can't hear her. And what's also weirder is that they're part of the same clan, but two of them have thick, like, American accents, but one has a very thick Japanese accent. I'm like, hang on, how can you be part of the same clan but have completely different accents? And the one that has the Japanese accent is the one that died in the middle of the movie. But also, how the fuck did any of the 47 Ronin have offspring? Like, sure, some of them were in their, like, maybe late 30s and all that, but some of them could have just also been in their 20s, you know? The only samurai that survived was Oishi's son. That's it. Because he was the one that the shogun spared. But, like, at the end of the day, this is a movie to watch by itself. This is not a sequel. Like, I don't picture Keanu Reeves in this movie. Sure, it's like John Wick with fighting here and there, but John Wick's fighting is fucking way better. Like, that's the thing. Like, this Blade of the 47 Ronin is a movie where a fan of choreography and fighting directs a thing, as opposed to John Wick, which is directed by an actual person who does stunt work, who does choreography. And it still baffles my mind, the only movies that directors directed are the John Wick movies. Is he directing the Ballerina movie? Is he directing the potential John Wick 5? Is he directing the Continental series? Also, we didn't see Dog in John Wick 4, did we? Also, I still can't believe they killed off Lance Reddick's character at the beginning of the fucking movie. It's crazy. That character is legit Alfred. Fuck. Anyways, there were plot twists that I kind of saw coming, but then what's weird is that the dude he brought in was talking about bringing in guns into the samurai. I thought he was going to be the bad guy. I didn't realize the one who wanted to stick with tradition was the one that was going to be the bad guy at the end. But also, there's a scene at the end where Rio, cause there's this minor bad guy with, like, blonde tips that has this weird Negan looking bat, and he says, like, when Rhea approaches, he says, I never thought you'd show up, or some shit like that. And, like, that made me think, oh, what the fuck? Rhea's on their side the entire time? That would have been a twist. That would have been like, what the fuck? That would have changed the entire narrative of the movie. But then again, it kind of, like, would be like, hang on, you killed these other people. You were part of the clan, or blah, 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 and you were sad when the other dude died. Also, the prophecy dudes, the fuck? He sees the future. The future is always unwritten, you know? Because if it's predestined, what's the point of striving to be someone you want to be? Or if the timeline is malleable, which is where you can change. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give this movie 5 to 5.5 out of 10. Like, majority of the time when I watch this movie, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Or what, like, because I like action movies. And I love hand-to-hand combat in movies. That's why I really like John Wick. And that's why I think I'm gonna start watching Ip Man, because people say Ip Man is a very good series for combat. But I don't know. So yeah, I never, 47 Ronin has been on my head to watch ever since Ghost of Tsushima, but it's still crazy to me. I wanted to watch that in cinemas 10 years ago, and I never did until now. That's fucking crazy. You know what's weird is that I think I'm obligated to watch any sequel of potential sequels of any of the movies that I'm watching as a part of this endeavor I'm doing in cinemas. I'm doing that with Mission Impossible. I did that with Fast and Furious. Did that with Shazam 2. Did that with Black Adam. What other? I'll be doing that with Sonic 3. Even though I wanted to watch Sonic 2 in cinemas and we never did. What other sequels? MCU, sure, we can argue that, but that's weird, because MCU are the only movies I see in cinemas. Like, for the past, since 2011, I'd say, the only movies I've seen in cinemas have been MCU movies, with the other, offhand ones here and there. Sure, we saw Days of Future Past, that's the only, to date, that's the only X-Men movie I've seen in cinemas, which is weird. I've seen Deadpool 1 and 2 in cinemas. Saw Greatest Showman in cinemas. Apparently I saw Big Hero 6 in cinemas, and that's a Marvel movie to an extent. Saw Wreck-It Ralph. Toy Story 3. Frozen. But yeah, for the most part, I've only seen MCU movies. Every year, it was only MCU movies. 2020 didn't see any because there was no MCU movies for 2020, and apparently, we were going to get 2 MCU movies in 2020, and they would have been Black Widow and Eternals. That never happened. It would have been cool at least one MCU movie to be 2020. At least one, and Black Widow was trying to do that, but COVID just fucking made everything turn to shit. But it's so bizarre, there's been only 2 years now that MCU movies haven't been released. And that's 2009 and 2020. So, you can actually kind of prophesize that there will be no MCU movies releasing in 2031. Fuck, also that still breaks my brain that Secret Wars is now coming out in 2027. That's 9 years after Infinity War. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you coming out the same date? Both May 15 type days. Come on, man. They were both meant to come out in 2025 in the span of a couple months, apparently. Now they're doing a year difference, which I liked, but now they're pushing it a year forward. Or a year back, I should say. Oh my god. I mean, there's 2 explanations for that. The writer's strike, and for them to implement more fucking movies into these fucking phases, because so far phase 6 only has fucking 4 movies. Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four. Wait, Deadpool 3 is about a phase 5 though. Because that's coming out next year. So, yeah, Fantastic Four and the two Avengers movies. So what I think would maybe also be a part of Phase 6 is maybe a Thor 5 and a Spider-Man movie. We may be getting a Thor 5 in Phase 5, maybe. But then again, Phase 3 lasted a long time, so 2017 to 2021 was quite a couple years. So we can argue we could potentially get a Thor 5 in 2025. Fuck. That'll be the same length. 4 years. And that's so bizarre. The two projects I was excited for the fucking most, which is weird, are the MCU stuff for Phase 4 that were regarded as the worst. And it's so weird, like, cause I was so excited for Love and Thunder. I think everyone was. And I was really excited for She-Hulk, because I wanted to see what was going to happen, but then that's like the worst MCU thing ever. You know, like, sure, you brought in Daredevil and brought back Abomination, and Hulk was in it, and they brought Scar, but like, it's fucking bizarre. Like, there's one thing having a character break the fourth wall and acknowledging that they're in a movie or series, but fucking rewriting their own show, like, the MCU was not a place for that to happen. So you would theoretically, since that happened in her own show, you would think that she can just do it in Secret Wars. You know? What's stopping her there? That's what kind of ruins it for me. And, like, Deadpool doesn't do that. He just lives with it. Shit. Oh my god. Like, that makes me, like, very, very, like, afraid whenever we get a Harpy or a Red She-Hulk. Like, we need a Red Hulk first. And Harrison Ford is supposedly going to play Thunderbolt Ross. But that's the thing. The man is in his 90s. He's now older than what William Hurt was in fucking Civil War. And you're expecting him to be Thunderbolt Ross for Secret Wars? That's now coming out in 2027? We know he's going to die soon. We know. Where's my phone? Harrison Ford age. Oh, he's 80. He's 80. He's not 90. He's 80. The actor that's in his 90s is Jack Nicholson. Okay. But still, that my mentality still purposes. Still. Sure, it's 2023 now, and he just did an Indiana Jones movie, but the man deserves to retire. Like, and that's the thing, like, are you gonna kill him off in Thunderbolts? Like, we need to have a Red Hulk in the MCU. Like, we need him. We were meant to have him in Civil War, but instead of that, we got Spider-Man and Black Panther, which is cool. I think we're always gonna get Black Panther, but Red Hulk would have been so fucking cool there, you know? And that would have been the driving force for Hulk to return to Earth and fight him in some story. That would have been so cool. But sure, we got Spider-Man, and still. I still remember the days where, like, people put fan edits of Spider-Man in the Avengers movie. And unbeknownst to us, he'd be in Avengers 3. Captain America 3, Avengers 4, 5, and 6. Like, it's so bizarre to think about. Like, it's now, oh, Spider-Man, MCU, easy. And now everything got to do with Marvel relates to the MCU in some capacity. And everything Spider-Man related is directly connected to the MCU. You know, like fucking Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man and fucking every other iteration of Spider-Man. But not even 10 years ago, before Age of Ultron, we didn't even think about it at all. Sure, we knew the multiverse was an idea, especially those who watched The Flash did, but I need to shut up now. I'm just such a fan, man. I love Marvel. I just do. It's like they have some of my all-time favorite IPs. You know? And like I do argue that DC has the biggest superheroes. Batman and Superman and even the Flash are like the biggest fucking superheroes ever. But then like Marvel, the biggest superhero to come out of Marvel, honestly, I think is Spider-Man. It has to be Spider-Man. You can also argue Wolverine. He's pretty big. For fuck's sake, he had his origin movie pre-MCU. His origin movie came out the same year Iron Man did. Anyways, let's continue. It's weird to think 12 hours ago. How's that work? Crazy. Hang on. How's it been 28 days since Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? Really? Because if it's day 21 now, or part 21 with a couple days not streaming. 3 days for that, 2 for that. Math doesn't add up. How many parts are in that? I need to check. $37. Because of the fact I fucking hated that game. Because I didn't want to do 5-hour streams. Technically tonight I can only do a 3-hour one, and I really tried to do a 6, but I kind of had a nap when I finished. But to be fair, I wanted to have a nap when I got home from fucking work, but I didn't because I'm a dickhead.
moments away from dying like that.
You're sure it was poisoned?
The man I was with drank right before me. The rest happened quickly. I'll never forget the smell.
Who could have done it? Bandits? Mongols?
Worse, another farmer. If I only knew which one.
Maybe we should make our own poison. Just to be safe.
I hear you need wolfsbane.
We can gather some tomorrow.
Show them the meaning of justice. Orders are clear. No retreat. We should have known the second he started using poison. should have known the second he started using poison.
It's Dan Schneider. Mm-hmm. so fucking. Bro, I need to fucking. I need to send this to my fucking watch later. How do I do that? I'm not scary. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh, I just found out someone I went to fucking high school with is having a kid. Sure, I know they're fucking 22 now, but still. Man! You're like fucking There's something like that makes it, because I just watched a video where like a man was said his daughter died, then his boss fired him for not showing up to work. Um, but then they said died right after birth or whatever. It's something about that makes those stories less impactful, saying that they were like just born. Like if the child was like, let's say over the year of two to like 10, it would be like, what the fuck happened? You know? Exactly. This is the very first scene I've seen of the show. It is fucking amazing. Okay, let me fucking play the game. I'm sorry. I like watching YouTube. Especially the fucking shorts, man. Shorts is such an addictive feature. There's Yuna. Lovely Yuna.
Good to have some extra hands around here.
Oh, she's wearing a coat. It's pretty cute.
How are the others?
Ready to follow wherever you lead. The sensei told them you're the only person on Tsushima who can kill the Khan.
I can't do it alone. Or without a plan of attack.
And we know he's at Port Izmi, surrounded by an army.
We need to know the weakness in their defense. How to get past them. And where to find the Khan.
Sounds like we need a hawk's view of the place. I know where we can get one. We'll have cover of darkness if we leave now. Port Izmi. We'll have a better view from the lighthouse. Just need to get up there.
Without being noticed. Let's move.
Just leave me alone.
Why would the Khan come up here?
He'll sail for our mainland. Attack it, just like you did here. This is our last chance to stop him.
These flowers.
The same ones I used to make my poison.
The Mongols have been here picking them.
To use against us.
Did we do the right thing at your uncle's castle?
I was too eager to stop the Khan.
You couldn't have known he'd learn from you.
It was always a risk. Now our people may suffer even more.
You're right. We need to kill him. Soon.
Our people.
We can't get in the front, but we could climb around the cliff.
And sneak in through the back. Lead the way.
байсан хамаагүй.
Come on. Can you move, please?
Сакэ айрагнаас дээр байж байна.
Чи харгу. Ой, өнөөхийг чи харлаа. Хаана? Тэд энэс мултарч чадахгүй. Энд тэр самурай бололтой. Алднаа тэрнийг. Ямар нэг юм.
Count.
Уцаа. Ямар тач бэлэн байгаарай. Ахиад учруул үхтэл болгоно.
Дөрвиш байсан бололтой.
Тийм ээ.
Milk pot.
What's in all these barrels? Supplies?
Flowers. Poison. One barrel holds enough to kill hundreds. Khan will use this against the mainland. We can't let him leave Tsushima. We'll scout Port Izumi from the top of the lighthouse.
Right behind you.
Look at the waves. Flat.
The kind you see before a storm.
That can work to our advantage. For now, we'll leave the lighthouse dark. Make sure the Mongols can't use it when the storm hits.
We can relight it once they're gone. Let's get a look at the port. Over here.
Let's find our plan of attack. The Mongols left that area empty.
Too open. Can't defend it.
Good place for an ambush. That ridge has an open sightline to the Mongol fleet.
Imagine what we could do to their ships if we had our own Rachas.
We could place archers there.
Force the Mongols to fight uphill?
Kota would send horsemen to outflank us. See how the birds are circling?
Like they're scared of something on its way.
The storm. Preparing to fly inland for shelter. The harbor master's estate. The Khan may have taken it for himself.
Close to the docks. And his fleet. Makes sense.
Khan is almost ready to sail for our mainland. With ships full of men, explosives, and my poison. If we don't stop him here, the shogunate will fall.
The storm is our key to beating him.
When it comes, the Khan will have to shelter his fleet in the bay. That's when we strike.
Destroy his ships and everything on them. To do this, we'll need Mongol weapons.
A simple task for a master thief.
We'll need fighters too.
A small force could distract the Mongols, while I get inside Port Izmi. Kill the Khan.
It could work.
Let's get back to Jokaku and prepare.
That was the main mission.
Ready? For sure! For sure!
How did I know they were gonna fuck spawn? Kill the cat.
Heard the Mongols are taking blacksmiths into their camps and forcing them.
I'd rather die than...
I've got some good news.
Are the plans coming?
Kenji found where we can steal watchers from the Mongols. I'm heading there now.
That's a good start. But we need more fighters.
No.
My uncle wants the Khan dead as much as we do. He'll join our attack.
He'll throw you in prison.
I'll write him a message. Leave it in his quarters.
In a castle full of samurai.
I'll be gone before they know I was there.
Either Shimura dies in this, or we die. That's the thing. I don't know. It could like end like the Infamous 2.
Yeah. Let's hope my uncle reads it.
I'm not letting you leave without a good horse.
I'm gonna
Can't
get
replace
Kage
what
again.
you lost. But give one of these a chance.
Let's take the spotty one.
Easy there. It's alright. I'm a friend.
What will you name this one?
Kage and Kaze.
Kaze, swift as the wind.
Good choice. How will you get inside your uncle's castle?
Oh,
grew
so
up
that's how.
And I still remember every hidden path.
That's how the fuck. That's how they got used Kage before. Oh, that's so sad.
Those old walls. Even as a boy, Lord Shimura couldn't keep up with me.
Oh, we can't go on these ones. Fuck. Kage. Kaze. Oh.
Uncle.
Jin, why did you run away?
I wanted to catch an eel for your dinner.
Were you planning to catch it with your bare hands?
Ryuzo said you'd get rid of me as soon as you had a son of your own.
Jin, come here. Your friend is wrong. A path ahead may take a lifetime, but I will walk it with you. Always.
It is a fair assumption. Yeah. Like, this is, like, you gotta understand how badass this character is. He's killed how many Mongols without fucking dying? Well, he's had 2 near-death experiences. Got saved by unit twice. But he's a god, bro. He's like Scorpion King, man. He can't fucking die. The reason why the Scorpion King can't fucking die is because he's legit the Scorpion King. He has scorpion venom in him that he can summon scorpions, apparently.
They won't be watching the cliff face. Colder than last time. If I attack the gods, it will prove I'm the monster they think I am.
Lord Shimura will give a speech outside the main keep later.
He wants to rally the men. Maybe we're finally going to march against the Khan.
Oh shit, we have to... Shite.
I could use my grappling hook under the bridge. Or find a way to make sure I'm not seen.
Lord Shimura, too careful. The Mongols turned the strongest against us. We should be fast. But we're not warriors. We're merchants. Remember all that Ataro? The silk trader? She was in the business. She's a close corpse. That's worth such a lot. Who knows what they might be bringing? I would never hurt Lord Shimura. Me neither. That's just how things are now.
ahead. We will march north to hunt the enemy and track
How the
the
fuck did we get past here?
We will find his hiding place and burn it. He will serve as an example to all of what awaits those who dare challenge us. We will remind our people who their protectors are. Not a dishonorable ghost spreading terror and poisoning our land. Noble warriors who embody the true spirit of the samurai. Pray to our gods for strength and courage. I will see you again on the field of battle.
The Mongols have poison. How do we defend against that?
Watch what you eat and drink, and don't let their arrows hit you.
It's like, how can I do this without killing anyone? Because we have to get up there, man. How? I wish we can jump up here, but we fucking can't. So it seems like there's another opening. I don't think so. I don't think there is another opening. Really? You didn't fall for that?
Uncle, he can't know I'm here.
We should have delivered that speech together. Damn you, Jin.
Like, they have stairs, but they always use ladders, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Because you fucking shot me, Daniel.
Stirring speech, Lord Shima. May it carry us to victory. Mongols have much to answer for. It is our duty to ensure their threat never reaches the Shogun's domain.
I've heard the Khan now wields the same poison as Lord Sakai.
Do not speak his name in my presence.
Forgive me, my lord.
Because of him, bandits have learned to use poison to murder our people. The ghost has unleashed a hell upon this island.
He will not escape us again.
Keep a close eye. Report anything unusual.
Of course, Lord Shima. I will take the first watch.
His quarters are on the top floor. Now's my chance to get up there.
How do I sneak in? There's no way to. You know, there's no way to sneak in, man.
The Mongols have suffered defeats at Granite Pass and Jogaku Temple. We believe the Ghost is responsible for both. What do you wish to do?
We will deal with the ghost once we defeat the Mongols.
The Shogun's orders were clear.
I am aware of his orders. Our first priority remains the Mongols and their leader.
Of course, Lord Shimura.
Have you learned the Khan's location?
The scouts we sent north never returned. I fear they were caught or killed.
Show me where they were searching. We will march in their footsteps and see where they lead.
My old room. Wonder if I'll ever be welcome back. Leave the message where he can see it.
He's here! Guards!
Uncle, forgive me for not facing you in person. The Khan's fleet has gathered at Port Izumi. His ships are loaded with poison that will devastate the Shogun's army. But when the next storm arrives, I plan to kill the Khan and sink his fleet. I ask that you join me. I hope we can meet again. If not as father and son, then as warriors who have walked different paths. Whatever you believe I've become, I will always be your family.
What's that kind? This is a lot of final act stuff. Fuck, what is that on my phone? Guess I'm telling me it's dropped out. Okay.
That's my Kaze.
It's not the same as Kage. Oh shit. Let's do that. Do some people know that you can teleport with the horses? Let's see if I can jump it. Can I do it? Yeah, I did.
Beastwind. Tendway! Han!
It's 없지.
Parçala! Już byś mit Sima! Bengel bezin bencho.
Attırdık.
Ямар нэг юм хармуу?
Ой, өнөөгч хардаа.
Хаана вэ?
Барыг. Алдчихлаа. Усуу.
God damn, man. I want more like bamboo stuff. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
What took you so long? You had us worried. I thought you'd been caught.
Delivering my message wasn't easy.
Did your uncle read it? Will he help us defeat the Khan?
I hope so. But we can't wait to find out.
Wind's getting stronger.
The storm will be here by morning. Did you secure the siege weapons?
Enough to cause plenty of damage. Also found some deserters from your uncle's army who want to follow the ghost. We're ready.
Tell the others we attack at dawn.
I'll spread the word, but you should check on them. They want to hear from their leader.
Bro, this fucking music is atrocious. Nah. Dimples don't show up in everyone. Not every family member has dimples, man. I have dimples. My parents don't. My brother doesn't. However, we look identical. So even if I was adopted, how can you explain half of these fucking things that my voice sounds the same as my brother? Just then imagine if I was though. My entire life was always a lie. Is I wasn't, shoulda, woulda, bit of weather. You know what I've realized that makes total sense? Is that people are like, from time to time, the Flash movie sucks! You know? These Fast and Furious movies suck! But then you gotta realize, if you're not a fan of the movies, how are you going to enjoy the movie? You know? Like going into the Flash and not liking the MCU is like, hang on, it's just like, doesn't make any sense. So like, I don't really understand why people, it's like, don't judge a fish for its ability to climb a tree. It's like, if you're not a fan of superhero movies, why the fuck do you watch a very hyped up superhero? And apparently people are not even boycotting the Flash. They're they're outright saying that it deserves to have like a shitty box office return. Like, hang on, everyone was hyping this movie up. You know, people were seeing this movie not because of Ezra Miller, but because of everything else around it. And James Gunn himself says the movie's amazing. And to be fair, he has to say that he's the head of DC Studios, but imagine being James Gunn, man. Legitimately directing three of the greatest MCU movies, and now lead showrunner of DC. You know, like if we had James Gunn 10 years ago in the MCU, DC, we sure wouldn't have got the Guardians movies as they are or at all. And on top of that, we probably would. DC movies will be up there. We probably will have good Justice League movies. Optional, the only objective.
Lord Sakai.
Hey, Naruto.
Of course they are.
It's good to have the head of Cedar Temple with us.
I would never claim such an honor for myself.
I know. That's why you deserve it, my friend. Tomorrow we avenge your brother and the warrior monks of your temple.
I just want our home back.
Oh, it's because we've done all the side missions. It's like canonizing the missions we did before the spawn mission.
Victorious, my lord.
Sakai.
It's good to have your bow with us, Sensei.
I gave you my word.
You've given me more than that.
Don't get sentimental, Sakai.
As you like, Sensei. I'll let you prepare for tomorrow.
I prepared my whole life. One more day makes no difference.
Before the Mongols invaded, I heard they fought among themselves. The Chinese weren't enough for them? They had to fight. They say the Khan even battled his own brother for power. Imprisoned him for years.
There's a smuggler which runs safe route to and from Tsushima.
Sounds familiar. It's worth the risk, isn't it?
Here we are, my lord.
You're in good spirits.
Of course! I've been sipping good spirits all day.
Don't sip too much. You don't want to sleep through tomorrow.
Joking aside, there's no way I would miss tomorrow. I'm here for Taka.
Thank you, Kenji.
Didn't you? No. He learned from Sojo, the king of the temple.
Jin,
Masako, I wasn't sure you'd come.
I said I'd be there when you needed me. But I need the Khan dead too. He murdered my husband, and his men slaughtered my sons.
We won't let them escape justice.
I'll help you make sure of it.
Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a long day.
It reminds me of the reclaiming at the end of Act 1,
I
right?
used to visit that shrine.
End of Act 2, I should say.
The Buddha drinks with poor and
Come on, Yuna.
You've come a long way since you pulled me off Komodo Beach.
Yeah, 20 odd days.
you were so heavy I could barely drag you. Had to strip you half naked just to reach town.
I wouldn't be here without you, Yuna.
I can't lose you, Jin. After everything we've been through, Everyone we've lost. I can't.
I have to stop the Khan.
No, you don't. We could find a boat, sail somewhere quiet, while your uncle fights his samurai war.
Do you really want that?
No.
If I fall, promise me you'll keep fighting.
You're a real bastard, Jin Sakai. You should get some rest.
Yeah,
Not yet.
there's some feelies.
Let's sit. Just a little longer.
Yeah, it's a slow. It's a gradual love story. You didn't think of it at the beginning, but now it's obvious that Yuna likes him like that.
This is it. We have one chance to take down the Khan before he attacks our mainland. Kenji, what's the status of our siege weapons?
Ready to rain fire on the Mongol fleet.
Good. Yuna will signal your attack. Once the volley begins, the Mongols will charge your position and run right into our ambush.
The explosives are set up. Archers on the rooftops.
We're with you, Sakai.
Thank you. All of you. Go.
Jin, there's no sign of your uncle.
That storm's not waiting. And neither are we. Get ready to fire the signal arrow.
Or maybe Shimiru's gonna do something with the Khan.
Now!
I like how we can move the cinematic.
The Mongols are coming. We'll cut down anyone who gets through.
Yeah, there's some horses. Oh, there's.
This is for my sons!
Watch your back, Masako!
Don't let them get behind us!
Take the fight to them! Forward! More Mongols up there!
Charge them, or they'll pin us down!
Push them back!
Kill them all!
Maybe.
Our plan worked.
The Mongols are regrouping.
We won't give them a chance.
Norio's leading the rest of our forces up the hill.
Then we'll join him and press the attack.
Oh, you're all safe.
This is where it ends. Today, the Khan dies. Lord Shimura isn't here. We fight alone.
We'll lead an attack on the main gate. Distract the Mongols while you find a way inside.
You'll be overwhelmed.
We came this far. We're not turning back now.
You are all the bravest warriors I've ever known. I hope to see you again.
Leave the battle to us.
What are we waiting for?
No mercy for the Mongols!
Fight! We fight for Lord Sakai!
For the cause!
내기 좀 하신다. 주요 없어. 내 공사.
Need to get to a rooftop. Look over the camp. Figure out how to find the Khan.
가라고. 헤드 ready.
Why is it doing that?
Go!
That watchtower is perfect. You can see the whole camp from there.
Hindwing! On!
Why am I fucking failing my favorite part of the game?
Solterałeś ty styrcu! Swoboda!
My favorite part of the game is using the bow and arrow. It's so cathartic.
Khotun Khan.
For Tsushima! No mercy!
Is that the samurai way? Like,
Just
telling everyone they're there? Dun 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 dun. What the fuck?
have to reach the manor house.